Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in again. And now I have the pleasure to introduce Anestis Dietrich Becker. Anestis is, let me quickly have a look, product and industrial design at Carbonauten based in Germany. And yeah, you see the message in front of you. They don't like CO2. So Anestis will tell us about their activities in making food and materials inexpensive and sustainable. Anestis, with that, over to you.
Thank you very much, Christoph. So, as you said, we don't like CO2. Actually, we love it, but we have too much out of it in the atmosphere. So, what we try to do is take it out and then do something with it. So, what we try to achieve is that starting on from 2022, we will avoid climate gases in the range of gigatons. And we do this because we want to make food, materials, energy regenerative, performant, and cheap. That's very important. Otherwise, we will not achieve any impact regarding the climate crisis, which is happening for years now. So how do we do this? Actually, we don't store the CO2 or take it out. What's happening is the best CO2 filtration system we have on the Earth is called plants and trees. So they take the CO2 via photosynthesis from the atmosphere and store it inside of them. But then when the wood is then burned or just lies around in the forest, the CO2 is then emitted again, usually the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere again. So what we do is we take 3 parts of that and put this in our modern pyrolytic carbonization system and make 1 ton of specified biocarbons or charcoal, biochar out of it. And 1 ton of this, depending on the input material, stores up to 3.3 tons of CO2, the equivalent of 3.3 tons of CO2. Also, what's also produced in this process is biodistillate. And the good thing is, or the amazing thing is here, that we don't need any input energy for that, but we generate a lot of energy, and it's 24/7 baseload capable and renewable. So now we have these 3 outputs of the production facility, and what we do is we combine them to what we call Carbonauten net materials, negative emission technology materials, that then are processed in our different divisions. For example, in the Carbonauten polymers, where we produce master batches in polymers that are CO2 negative and neutral. Carbonauten agriculture, where we have different applications for the agricultural, for farming, animal husbandry. Energy, we can use the energy which is stored in the, we have heat, we can transform the heat into electricity or hydrogen and sell that. And then we try to make different industries and production facilities CO2 neutral or negative by supplying the energy and combining their output materials or their materials they don't use. And also we can mix the biocarbons together with different construction materials for the building industry and the construction industry. And all in all, by storing the CO2 inside of the biocarbons, we can receive carbon credits that are then built up in a fund. We call that the carbon removals. So what kind of input materials can we use? Everything woody and lumpy, so saw residues, wood chip, nutshells. So the harder the wood, the better it is, because the more the carbon content is higher. But we can also use green cuttings and screen overflow, waste wood, rootstocks, and different composites. Why is that? Because our technology allows us to be very, very flexible, and also to use screws and nails and whatever. We just filter that out after the process. For example, here now with Carbonauten polymers, where we take virgin or recycled polymers and mix them with biocarbons. They are processed in a compounding technology, and then we produce master batches and compounds that we then sell to different industrial partners. They make products out of that we can then again recycle or recarbonizate and take back again to